Hello, my name is Ulrika and this is my presentation from Unit 3, Communicative Grammar Teaching. So what is communicative grammar teaching? I understand this as an effective and fun way of teaching grammar. Communicative grammar teaching is teaching grammar together with TBL, task-based learning, where the students have a task to aim at in their learning. There is a difference between implicit knowledge and explicit knowledge, where implicit knowledge is what we know, but can't really say why we know it, while explicit knowledge is something that we have been taught and also can explain to others. In traditional grammar teaching, the students mostly use their explicit knowledge, and in communicative grammar teaching, they will use both implicit and explicit knowledge in their output, which is, of course, to be preferred. My experience of this comes in two examples, and they're both taken from my work as a teacher, and well, here they are. In my first example, we have a very traditional teacher-based lesson where I teach the students how and why we use verbs in the past tense, for example. And after we have gone through all the rules and have had example sentences, and they have asked all the questions that they need, they work with, for example, word gaps or other traditional workbook assignments or exercises. When they have finished with this and also have had this as a homework to study for, they do the diagnostic test, which is self-correcting. I usually tell my students that I look at the result, but I won't write it down or something, because what I want to see is that they have understood this, and I will see that in their future texts or when they speak English. So in this example where they use verbs in the past tense, I will see this or hear this from them later and then know that they have understood what they were supposed to understand and learn what they were supposed to learn. Is this communicative language teaching? Well, I'm not so sure that this could pass as communicative language teaching. I think it's rather traditional. In my second example, we have a somewhat similar start off with a teacher-based lesson. In this case, it had to do with how and why we use verbs in the future tense. And we had the PowerPoint presentation or the whiteboard sentences or something like that. And when the students said that they had understood, they also worked with, well, workbook exercises or exercises on the web or something like that. But they didn't do a test afterwards. Instead, they had a task. They were supposed to be able to write a plan for a trip where you use the future tense correctly. To be able to plan ahead for a trip, what they were supposed to do all day long in a new city, they had to use the future tense of the verb. So is this communicative language teaching? Well, I think at least it is a task-based learning situation, and it is better than the first example that I had. And at least I know that in the future I will do more of my second example teaching, not so much the first. I am really influenced by this chapter and this unit, and I know that I will change a lot in my grammar teaching when the next semester starts again. Okay, so that was it for me, and time's up, so bye for now.